Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Mary. It's good to see you.
So, Jamie, you're our first official Salty interview of actors. We're going to do every week an interview with actors. If we ever run out of actors, we'll do, other people.
Great. That sounds awesome.
Production people, maybe even our restaurant managers.
Wow.
Jamie, you're the first, which is perfect because you were in our first ever Salty show.
I was. Yes. Gosh, that was what,
in
10 years ago? Yeah. 10 years ago. Ah! That is crazy.
Yeah. Our 10-year anniversary is going to be during these crazy times. And also, I think that you either hold the record or you're tied with Jason Jones for the most Salty shows that you've performed in.
I totally hold the record.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so just tell us about yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jamie, and like Mary said, I've been doing Salty Dinner Theater shows for 10 years now, ever since the very beginning, and it's been the funnest job in the entire world. I mean, it's great to be able to perform, period, but to be able to perform and get compensated for it and work with a great group of people, it's phenomenal. It's the best thing in the world. And so I act in most of the shows, and I sing in most of the shows. Sometimes I sing and don't act, and I don't think there's ever been a time where I've acted and not sung. But it's so much fun. So yeah, I act all around Utah, and I sing a lot, and I do improv comedy with my husband Tanner, and just living the dream in these crazy times, or at least trying to. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Jamie, tell us, if you can, do you have any memories of any specific customers that pops into your head? Because then maybe that customer will be watching and be like, "Oh, that's me." Any incident with a customer, or just something a customer said you remember, a connection with a customer that you can remember off the top of your head?
Oh, there are
I
loads.
didn't care if you, but
no, there are loads actually. There's one that pops into my head. We actually had, I think, two customers. They may have been season ticket holders, I don't know, who were blind, who actually came to the show and couldn't see the show, but they loved the show nonetheless because they could hear the jokes and the audience's response and the music, and they would always come up to me afterward and just be so gracious and so kind and so complimentary, and it made me feel like $1 million, and so it's like, yay. Well, that really touched me. Gosh, there, believe it or not, there was a Salty season ticket holder who is now in my ward. When we moved in our new house last year, we found them one Sunday, and they're just like, are we stalking you, or are you stalking us? It's like, I don't know. But there are a couple that have been to almost every Salty show for the past couple of years.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, they absolutely love it. So that was really cool to kind of run into them in real life. And gosh, I wish I could put names with the faces, but there was this really, really cute couple who always brings their adorable little boy, and they love the Salty shows all the time, and they're fantastic. I love all the Salty people, all the Salty.
I think I know those customers that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think, because we only have a couple groups of 3, so just they stick in my head because we do special season ticket, like 1.5. So I think I know what you're talking about, and they're awesome.
Yeah, they're so awesome. Oh, Haskell, that's their name. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Haskells. Yeah, they're fantastic. Love them.
But I hope they're watching and they feel like celebrities.
I hope so, too. A shout out to the Haskells. They rock.
Yeah. For those who don't know, you've mentioned Tanner. Who's Tanner?
Yes. Oh, Tanner is a guy that I kind of know a little bit. We've only been married for 8 years, so things are getting pretty serious. But yeah.
And Tanner's been in Salty shows with you too.
He has, yes. He's been in quite a few Salty shows. He's played everything from Rooster when we did Little Orphan Annie and Zombies to a really angry Russian cook. And he's also done sound for Salty Dinner Theater. So he's been everywhere, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, just, doing all the things. And he's a really talented singer and actor, and I got lucky.
Yeah. We always have to tell Jamie and Tanner, remember, you guys can't be walking around like being in love in front of everyone if you're playing enemies in a show.
That's like the ultimate acting challenge right there.
Yeah. And tell us just something really super weird about you, like a weird habit or something just strange that would just maybe come as a shock.
How much time have you got? I'm a really weird person.
Actors are weird.
Yeah. I'd have to say one of the weirdest things I do now is I make a really weird sound effect every time I burp out loud, because I've got really weird burps. They sound like frog noises, and so every time I accidentally burp and it's audible, I always say ribbit. So don't know why, but I just go ribbit, ribbit. Yeah.
We have another actor for anyone who's watching, Alicia, who's in our shows. Alicia
Shout out
Hall.
to Alicia.
And every time she burps, she like whenever it's an accent, she burps, she goes and tries to blow out of the air like a panic.
Because that always works. It's like never happened.
Really, yeah.
Very ethereal.
Okay, what is your favorite salty show you've ever been in?
Oh, that is a tough question, because they're pretty much all amazing, as you well know, because you were there. Goodness. I would have to say one of my favorite salty shows of all time happened very early on in the salty season, in the salty run. It was the Wonderful Wizard of Oz that we did.
Yes.
I loved that show because it was extremely well written. It was hilarious, and I got to play a myriad of different characters. I think I was the Good Witch, the Bad Witch, and a doorman, and a couple of other characters. But that was a fantastic one.
Weren't you a mouse?
I think I was a mouse. Yeah, I think I was. But that actually is tied very, very closely with this recent show, Snow White, because it was the funnest challenge to play all 7 dwarfs. I've never attempted anything like that before or since in my life, and it was a blast. It was so much fun.
People loved you as all 7 dwarfs in the show. They loved you. It was it was awesome. So I think anyone who's watching saw that show was like, yes, right now. And the reviewer loved it too. They couldn't believe. Okay, what is that you're willing to tell us? What's the biggest crime you've ever committed?
Oh gosh, I'm really lame. I don't really commit any crimes.
What's the closest you've ever come?
Closest I've ever come.
Stolen the candy when you were a kid.
Oh, actually, I stole a Band-Aid when I was a kid. Believe it or not. Yeah. So I actually, I went to the store. It was this really small candy store, and it was like a drugstore right by my house. And I took my sister on this tandem bike, and we inevitably crashed, and she scraped up her knee. And I was really, really scared of people, shy as a kid. And so I was too shy to ask for a bandage from the person behind the counter.
Oh.
So I actually snuck down the aisle, opened up a canister of Band-Aids, grabbed one, shut it, and put it back on the shelf, and then treated my sister's wounds, and then acted like I was looking for the candy, couldn't find the candy. Oh, here's the candy. Paid for the candy, because oddly enough, I had enough money for candy, but didn't have enough money for a canister of Band-Aids. And so, because that was back in the day when candy cost 25 cents. It really did. You get a Chupa Chup sucker for 25 cents. And I did. It was awesome. But yeah. And so I felt so guilty about that. I knew I was going to burn. And so I told my mom about it, and she was like, "Oh, you crazy thing." And she took me back down to the drugstore, and we bought the canister of Band-Aids so that I could redeem myself, I guess, in my own guilt. So that was
you're not shy now.
Yeah.
So
no. now I can demand Band-Aids whenever I need them, anywhere I go.
Yeah, and in song.
In song, yes, absolutely.
Give me a
Band-Aid. Give me a Band-Aid. Give it to me right now. Yeah.
They might not take you seriously, but
yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. Fugitives. We hire ex-fugitives which is important.
Expanded cons. Yeah.
And our final thought and our final question is, do we have your firm commitment for performing in Salty's grand return show in 2021?
Heck yeah, I'd love to. That would be awesome. Consider me there. I'll be there.
It's a show I've been waiting the whole 10 years to do because it's finally public domain. Great Gatsby, February 2021.
Oh my gosh, I get to be in Gatsby. I'm so excited. That's going to be awesome.
So a bunch of 20s songs, Jamie. Start researching all your 20s music and your flapper dress singing, okay?
Girl, I got you covered. Absolutely. I'm going to go get my hair bobbed. I'm going to get the Roxy Heart.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Hatterley, our most frequent performer, one of our most popular. Thank you so much, Jamie.
Thank you, Mary.
We'll see you in the 2021 shows, and take super good care of yourself during these crazy times. We miss you, and anytime you're bored, sing us a song on a video, and we'll post it to all of our people.
Great. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Thanks so much, Mary.
Thank you so much, Jamie.
Thank you. See you guys. Love you all.